Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to a review of the Plus Size Misadventures in Love, Episode 4. Now, for a rom-com slash mystery like this episode has shown us that Yumeko is without a doubt you gotta give her respect. I feel like Yumeko is a bona fide top 10 best girl of this season. And I'm gonna put her in the top 10 is because the way she delivers in every episode, bringing bright and joy to many out here. She is proving that hey, I may be chubby, but I'll make people happy. You know what I mean? And she's one of those likable characters that you want to hang out with. You gotta hang out with Yumeko. I'm not even kidding. Look, since the first episode, I had my doubts. I had a few doubts in my mind. I hope Yumeko finds a boyfriend, and I'm pretty sure Yumeko is gonna get the boyfriend, especially the vice president, especially that young guy, especially Kisuke. I can see that written on the wall, and then the whole trust and Miss Harden, what's going on, still that kind of a mystery vibe about who pushing Yumeko and still have no memory. She's still able to kick ass. One thing I like about this episode is Yumeko is, you could say, kind-hearted, likable. Not she may not be the hottest anime girl, but she is one of those lovable people who will not say no and literally not giving up to make sure the task is finished. And that's what I like about her in this episode. Plus she has given a lot of help throughout this season, so I gotta give her credit. So without further ado, let's get right to the episode 4 review, because I gotta explain this. Okay, so it's crazy how Yumeko's life has been a 180. Because every episodes we figure out the point of her life, to a point where she's all depressed, why she's stalking the guy, who pushed her down the stairs. There's been so many questions that I like where this is going to get to the point where the episodes are building up. But this was a very wholesome episode, filled with laughs and a little bit of trust and all that. So here's the thing, Yumeko project. Remember those blue chips that she invented with Tama? Okay, that's where the situation comes in. So apparently, due to a typhoon, their product that they usually get, remember, this is a business. When you get your product out there, when you get the product, you have to get the product from the source. And you get that source, you bring it here, and then you make it. So their source to make the chips is out. So they have to go to Hokkaido to find this farmer and get potatoes to make the potato chips. So the boss Hikari was gonna go by himself, but Yumeko, this girl is hella funny. She's like, I use my brain and my charm to persuade this guy. I like Yumeko because she has shown us, you gotta understand something. Yumeko is showing us that, look, I'm beauty on the inside, so I'm all beauty. And watching it firsthand, you're like, oh, she's ugly, puggy, I get it. She's so chubby, she ain't gonna use love. But come on, guys. Don't disrespect Yumeko like that. She is pretty. She's very friendly and she's pretty. I mean, look at her. Blonde hair, helping out others. Her weight, who gives a fuck about that? Look at what she is on the inside. Come on, guys. Look at plus size Elf. They look gorgeous. Even with they have the thickness of them, they're still freaking pretty. Yumeko's still freaking pretty. You see what I'm saying? And she's not diminished by her body or anything like that. Her brains and her charm is the only way to do that. So Yumeko and Hikari went to before they went, the vice president wanted to go too, but there's been some friction between those two guys. And it's hard to look at that. I hope we get more into that, but it baffles me because I gotta get a feeling okay, look, it's still the question: who pushed her down the stairs? One would argue that it could be Hikari's wife, which I see that, or it could be the vice president. It could be the young guy. It could be Kisuke. Now, I don't want to say Kisuke did it. I don't want to say he did it, but it's like never judge a book by its cover. The face kind of like, yeah, he smiles around Yumeko and blushes, but still, something tells me that he may or may not trust her. Like, I gotta see more. So anyway, Hikari and Yumeko flies all the way to Hokkaido and speak to the farmer who doesn't want to sell his potatoes. Who doesn't want to sell potatoes and give it to Sasha from Attack on Titan. Because I'll tell you right now, if Sasha would have looked at that potato field, she would have eaten all those damn potatoes. Potatoes. But yeah, I'm sorry. Seeing those potatoes reminds me of Sasha from Attack on Titan. God rest her soul. But again, seeing her, she would have eaten those potatoes, just grab them from the field and just put her in her pockets and then just grab one and eat like, just pretend that didn't happen. So yeah. But Yomako's words of wisdom, her words of persuading the guy, because she admired that all the potatoes reminds her of chips, because every potato had like a certain shape, a heart shape, a Doraemon shape, a star shape, those kind of star shapes, and she was so admiring by it, and that the farmer is like, okay, you could take them, just take the potatoes. It's like her words motivate this potato farmer to take some potatoes and for product work. Now, she's kept her word. She got souvenirs, mass souvenirs for herself. She got like 2 bags and the rest for herself. Now, the talk that they had on the train, Yumeko and Hikari, about what they liked and disliked. It was the only way for Yumeko to find out the truth about what's really bugging her. Plus, that look on her face, if you start from 9 minutes and like 9 to like 9:20. 9 minutes and 9 minutes 20 seconds. Yumeko's face is hilarious. That right there is one of the best memes look I've ever seen. And I understand we're talking about meme looks in anime. Anya's there, but when I look at Yumeko's reaction, she's like this. That look on her face is so freaking priceless. I was laughing my ass off when she made that look. It was like, that look, it's so fucking stupid. This is why I like Yumeko. She's hilarious. She's funny. That look. Oh my God. That look. But then we got a Hikari's back with a little bit of a flashback with her with the knife. And I'm like, yo, this is some really shady shit going on. So let's all keep an eye on Hikari. Let's all keep an eye on the boss. We don't know where this goes, but we are. Now, Yumeko is a good matchmaker. She's really good. Because there's this girl from the HR department. Really nice girl, by the way. Brown hair, blue eyes. She's really nice. Afro, we're going to call him Afro. Because he got an Afro hair. I'm sorry. When I look at Afro, the first thing that came to my mind is Frankie from Spy X Family. If you watch Spy X Family, look at Frankie's hair and tell me his hair ain't almost close as Afro from this show. Trust me. So Afro has a crush on this girl from HR. They spoke over the phone one time. And I think what they did is that voice, speaking over the phone, their voice kind of like clink on them to a point where I like this person. I want to meet her. Now, it's one of those like typical office rom-coms where the guy is a little scared of meeting the girl in the office, that kind of vibe. So Yumeko is playing matchmaker by going on the desk and say, hello. Yo, she is a player / matchmaker trying to get these two together. And I like it. And they got plans, and because of Yumeko's work, they all got this date plan going on. So much so that not only that, he was supposed to meet Kisuke for ramen, and then his secretary came by, gave her something. So it's like, okay, a letter and an email. So it's like, that is first step to progress. Yumeko got an email contact to Kisuke. So now anytime they can talk through their email contact. But again, it's something about Kisuke that it's like, I don't know about him. I don't know. I feel like, yeah, he's nice to Yumeko, But, you know, it's like, I don't know. It's just, I trust him or not? Like Tama, for example, I trust Tama because it was a one-time thing after this episode. But now it's like Yumeko. I mean, now it's like Kisuke. I don't know. It's gonna be like a weird thing to say. Though, do I trust him or not? But I'm gonna be patient. I'm gonna see where Kisuke goes. Let's see where this turns out. He might be the suspect or not. We don't know. But overall, though, this was a very wholesome, relaxing episode. Just had some funny thoughts in this episode, just building up. But again, you gotta give props for Yumeko making this rom-com a very, very likable to see. Yeah, it may not be a top show this season. I get that. But if you guys want to sit down, have a few laughs, and watch something, like learn a lesson when it comes to like girls like her, get a handsome guy like Kisuke, go watch this show for you. So thank you for watching this review. I look forward for next week's episode of it, and I'm sure you will.